Salutations, my dear Vikings. I'm gonna have a look at Glasshouse and Feudalpunk CRPG with turn-based combat, and it brings quite an bizarre, unique setting. And yeah, I've heard that it is quite grim, quite dark. And I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued as always when I see CRPGs. So I'm gonna take you along and have a look at it. If there's no voiced yet, since it's an indie title from Flat 28. Quick shout out to Flat 28 if you need voice acting, marketing help, etc. I'm more than happy to help. So, with that said, let's have a look at Glasshouse together and see what's going on behind the curtain. Raise the curtain. I've not played it before, so it's gonna be fresh for me as well. This is a pre-alpha build of Glasshouse developed over 3 years in spare time and without any funding. It contains work-in-progress mechanics, placeholder assets, and a rough English localization. This playtest does not present the live final product. That's fair enough. I wonder where the group is from, originally.
There's a spectre haunting the fiefdom of London Stock.
Spectre.
He's waiting for you to feast on each other before it blooms in a dazzling explosion. This is your last day, Wield.
Okay.
And I am sorry for that.
Glasshouse. Does this game have a lot of rock throwing? Oh my god. Wait, what was that? 32 months something? I didn't catch the year of it. 20 something? Political compass. The political compass shows your current political build. As you progress, you can spend points, POVs, in any of the 4 main ideologies. Anarchy automatically increases with their lowest ideology. Interesting. Political checks. Your political build shapes your dialogue options and how you interact with the world. It also affects combat. Wasn't Disco Elysium something similar with that? With like what kind of ideology you pursue? So I have 7 points right now. I can have feudcratism. You thought for class equality, decentralization, ultra democracy. In the end, you won, so you must preserve the status quo. Reasonable socialist privatization. Privatization. Jesus. Odds. Colonialism. When you were young, you believed in words. Now you believe in acts. If the earth trembles before cultural delusion, you are to be constant. History is written by settlers. Aggressive, man of action, true conservative. Confucianism. You lost the war a long time ago, even though you were right. You believe in the free markets, the license to be wrong, and the capitalist society is best option we've got left. Persuasive, smart negotiator, capitalist enforcer. Or holisticism. You see society as a body. The head stretch there in the art. You see the society as a body, and your duty is to balance its organs. If one fails, all do. You heal thoughts. Sensible, serial dubter, unapologetic woke. Okay. You would go with the anarchy, holistic, but that's just me. If you go anarchism, it's gonna add to your lowest points. So it's kind of like probably trying to keep everything on the same level. How do we do our character over here? Mr. Stachio. Reasonable socialist, anti-privatization. Sensible, persuasive, aggressive, man of action, true conservative. A man of action. He looks like a man of action to me. I have to pick one. Nope, you pick. You can pick multiple. In Korean, new constable. So, gonna put 2 points in there. Gonna put 3 points in here. Incoherent. Colonial. Ultra-liberal terrorists. A little bit of feudalpunk. So we're ultra-liberal terrorist, it says, right behind me. 3 points in Confucianism and 3 points in colonialism. Oh, man, difficult words. You must not betray your pledge. Vote. Interesting. Interesting character creation. And the rest depends on probably on your role-playing decisions. Dialogues. Allow you to talk to people, examine objects, explore the world. So what you say or do will have lasting consequences. And it's written in bold. Love it. Dialogues can be more than words. Depending on the situation, they can contain quick time event puzzles and resources. Some dialogue choices will be unavailable to you. You might need a certain item or specific requirements. The director. There's a spectre haunting the fiefdom of Londonstoch. For a split second, the wheeled mare thought he had seen it, a real one. Gonna click enter, there we go. Sadly, it is nothing more than his own reflection. Londonstoch has been locked down for 57 days. The mind grows parched when each day feels already lived. Look outside the window. Okay, so the director is kind of like the narrator. Interesting. Dozens of red, blue aeroglobes rose and flew above Londonstoch skyline. The rich are fleeing. Oh. War is at our doorstep. The fiefdom is burning. Which side will you be on? Who's the core? I got bigger fish to fry than thinking about which side I'm gonna be on. Think about the dream. You can remember anything. You're you're not. But you feel guilty. You do. Oh. Why do I always feel guilty? You want to be remembered as one of the good guys. No. One still really knows who the good guys are. I should tell the doctor to take this dose down a bitch. No, you're doing great. You're fucking tiger. What do I feel like I'm late for something? You must feed the people. You are Deputy Condo Chief Weld, remember? Skip a meal for Tim and you'll find the dormitory up in flames. Okay. Golly, I'm the chief? Deputy Chief. And yes, you have been since 2021st cycle. About 7 cycles, Weld. This morning I feel like if someone else's body. Is that your subtle way of telling us you don't remember where you get the rations? Restroom, 2nd floor of your bloody shack. You're really broken, aren't you? Go downstairs. Act 1. Okay, we have fisticuffs over here. What was it? Basic movement. Left click to move around. Explore and interact with stuff on the grounds. Left click to on any highlighted object to interact with. Use tab to highlight objects. Okay, tab. Work bag left alone for 57 days. You love paid vacations. Open a work bag. We've got scissors, work badge, and a journal of the 28th cycle. Library updated. Can be used in combat. I got scissors and a work badge. Who knows what I can use that for? I don't know. Examine the box. The package from the Gavin Industry. You won't be able to open it easily. Gavin Industry was famous for its formidable supplies of glue and adhesive tapes. One of the few privatized companies left in Londonstoch. Use the scissors on the box. Scissors on the box. We got Gavin glue. Whatever we can do with that. Leave it. Okay. So the scissors came already in handy. Nice. What over here? Examine the surface. Okay, numbers don't work. Numbers don't work. The bedside table, there was a glass of tap water and an empty bottle of medical opioids. Don't worry, they refresh us again later. Open the door. We got tally. Tally's, I guess, money. Tallyo. Leave it. What else do we have here? Good luck, as Luke Cage has been empty for 3 days. Sooner or later, everyone abandons you. Did I leave the cage open? Crows are sharp, sure, but they can't pick locks. Crap. I'll find my bird. Said the same thing about Yokasta, yet she never came back. What if the two things are connected? What? My ex and my ex? What's? No, they're not. Sure, but what if they were? Wow. Discolies and bumps, yeah. They're the same. Crafting bench. Crafting bench allows you to check your knowledge tab and craft items. The knowledge tab is collected of all crafting recipes you know at the current time. Find new knowledge exploring, speaking with people, or trading to unlock new recipes. To craft an item, select the recipe from the knowledge tab, make sure you have the required materials, and craft it. Et voila, just like that. Onion soup. Needs onions and water, I guess. Bandages. Okay. So I can make onion soup and butter. Why is this put up like a freaking chemistry table? That's funny. Clever. Oh, no, I have onions and whatnot. Onion soup. But I need 3 onions. I don't have that. No. No can do. No can do. What do we have here? Not implemented. Egbert's naked photo. Can be used in combat to destabilize dickheads. What? I didn't implement it. Okay. I'm gonna leave it like that. I'm gonna leave it like that. What over here? Nails. New tooltip. Over here. There were about 20 woke overalls hanging and only one evening suit. They say you can know a person by their wardrobe. What would it look like? Fuck you, I'm beautiful. Mirrors don't lie. Examine the face. The wrinkles betray all 43 of your cycles on your shoulders. You've passed your youth down the new generation. Move along, nothing to see here. Except for the mustache, of course. You've got a beautiful mustache. Okay, so we're 43 years old. Beer is accumulating on your hips and adding to your love handles, but, you know, they also highlight your crazy obligates. All in all, you look good for a terminal patient. Examine my heart. A thick black fog spreads on around your heart. Behind the fog, there is a faint light. It's you. It's so shy, you could deny it, bend it, or even transform it. Check your heart rate. You know, doctor, you're just counting beats to show off. How will they remember me? If you're lucky, you're better than you were. Okay. Examine the left shelf. Undercover the Percivals. Okay. Examine the right shelf. Mondo Ramono, murder at the dusk of the thesis. So thesis about a murder at the dusk. Okay. Waldemar had already packed the bags in the case of defeats. During the Kind Journal on the 36th day of Jumanoth, in fact, all the citizens of the fief were urged to pack their bags in case of an atomic conflict. Open the left set queues. Queues things. Bandages. I'll take that. Not implemented. London stock. Bosh. Okay. Open right suitcase. Money. Tally. There we go. It's not reacting. What do we have here? Pot. The usual sound of leaking pipes is reassuring. Fair enough. You say so. Leaf. What do we hear? Stash. Your stash is a safe place to store and manage your items and resources. Anything you place in here is shared across all stashes in the world. You can drag items manually or right-click to quick move them in between containers. Cool. Bloop, bloop. I gotta keep the Gavin blue and the screw. Who knows what I have to do with those? Oops, wrong button. So, we have the table over here. Examine the surface. There's a picture of me with two younger lads over there working, apparently. There were about 3 centimeters of dust spread over the entire surface. 3 centimeters of reasons to convince Egbert not to visit this room. The Londoner, 23rd of Polymath. Let's add that to our library. Open the top drawer. The drawer was overflowing with ink pens. Every arc to fight district illiteracy, the factory would offer a pack of pens to all employees. However, there were always more pens than paper. Bottom drawer. The drawer was stuck. Let's use the loop that we found. Oh, Yocasta's watch. In money. What is that? Shit, literally feast packed into large tin can. The sewage system of the Winston was shut down in 2003 cycle following the Great Energy Crisis. Since then, citizens have been required to deliver the feces to the field to contribute to peat production. So you poop into a can that they burn for energy? Did I understand it correctly? What kind of life are we in? Pipe junk. Up, up, up. Good, we've got everything. We can head out. Citizens of Londonstock, you have nothing to fear. These liberal pigs haven't got left to live long. Uncast guy. Doesn't look creepy at all. Citizens of Londonstock, nothing to fear. Following the approval of the LMA referendum, the Damage Control Brigade intensifies its opportunities and operations in the inner districts. It will be fine. The Lundox district will soon cease hostilities. Call for pose, days are numbered. You my bitch, you yellow punk, got it? Egbert. We'll help. He's trying to kill me. Scene 7A. Egbert was beating Wojciech up in the living room. Egbert's hands are dripping with blood and showed no signs of stopping. A regular day at the office. Clock in, you run for it. The fuck are you doing? No one answered. The air was thick with testosterone. Stop. Right now. You can fuck a goat and still not get their attention. I don't have that skill point. I guess I'll fight Egbert then. Oh, okay. Combat. Combat in Glasshouse isn't always about bloodshed. You can talk your opponent out of fighting or attack and give in to violence. Use items from your inventory to gain an advantage. Interesting. You can use persuasion mid-combat? I don't think I've ever seen this in a game. So I could try to talk, reason with them, to de-escalate the situation, or attack my opponent, or use to gain advantage. Technical advantage, open your inventory. Fair enough. I could use that. Okay. I could talk. The TH is combat, is talk. Okay. Select talk options to lower your opponent's threats. The options available are influenced by your political build, and each one requires at least one POV to use. Target weak points green is higher. The higher POV, the easier it's to damage your opponents. Avoid strong points red. You suffer threat damage equal to your opponent's POV. Each time you use a talking point, its dice decreases until it can no longer be used. At the start of each turn, any unused talk points are increased. Opponents react differently to each talk option based on their political builds. Find their weak points green through dialogue or trial and error. Okay. Unequivocal approach, reasonable, persuasive, aggressive. He's punching him, so let's be aggressive. Be aggressive. We rolled a 10. I'll fuck you with your sand. Huh? What? Did we say I'll fuck you with sand? He's using a d6. That's a 1. Oh, what was that? Counter turret. Okay, there was something happened that I could defend myself apparently. Persuasive. An 8. Wojciech is a dick. Don't waste your energy on him. Why do you always have to defend him? You can force surrender when your threat gauge is higher than your opponent's. The bigger the threat, the easier is the roll. In combat without violence, but succeeding a force surrender roll. Okay. Let's give it another persuasive. That's a 2. Almost gonna kill him. Don't you think that's enough? He's using the D1. Ooh, there we go. So, he's down to 9. Now we're gonna try a force surrender. That's a 2. You rolled a 5. Did that work? Enough! Egbert cleaned the blood from his mouth with his lens cloth. Fuck you and that yellow prick. Egbert abandoned flat 28, leaving Wojciech in a heap of scraps behind him. Thanks for stepping in, old man. Are you planning to keep jerking each other's off? Do we need to remind you that you have a dormitory to feed? Wow. Quite a dirty, quite a tough tone. Tune in to Northern Moor. Welcome to Northern Moor, the highest frequency across the Middle Moor. They see even these dark times, we'll win. Okay. Ooh, music changed. Dun, 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 dun. It's Wojciech's favorite chair. Move here. Good. Junk. Egbert couch, you can sit here. Roleplay, pretend to be Egbert. You feel like a criminal. The brocade doesn't suit your ass. It tends to push you away. Get on my fucking couch! Examine the left shaft. We'll get a box. And more lore pods. We're gonna read the lore pods, of course, when we are gonna do a full playthrough of this. If you're down for a journey in these worlds. Old wave, honey, bring me back the moor, and new wave, slowly losing it. Bring me back the moor, vanilla. So, a tale about poker. Today, Wojciech's cleaning shift. Don't worry. What is this here? Examine. Introduced into production towards the end of the 17th cycle, the pneumatic postal system helped with the bridge distance and unites the people of the great cities. The PPTS communication exclusively within the building itself. During the rival strike, they proved essential in secretly coordinating the new use towards the Feudalpunk coup. Check mail. There's a message from Flat 26 sent at 16:38 yesterday. Wojciech, I'll stop by tomorrow morning around 4. We'll read the last chapter of Moors in Uniform. Okay? Okay. So, Mr. Wojciech, why did you find blood on his face joined between his lips? He seemed pleased with himself. What were you fighting over? Kindly trying to express my disapproval of the referendum. And he started saying racist shit like, you know, that we fuck our sisters where we come from. Classic Egbert. So do you actually fuck your sisters over there? Fuck you. He's an idiot. You know that? An idiot you defend far too often. This lockdown is driving us crazy. Dust coat, take it from me. Egbert broke inside a long time ago. All good? I think he broke my nose. I need a smoke. Get a hand getting up? Nah, dust coat let me chill. Calling me dust coat? Interesting. Am I cleaning up your blood afterwards? That should be Egbert's job. Begging you, don't make it any harder, please. Egbert's 44 bloody cycles old. He's not a child, alright? Stop sticking up for him all the time. Let him owe up something, starting with my fucking blood. Okay. He reminds me of the brother from the Peaky Blinders episodes. Got his name. The older brother. Let me keep those with me. Who knows what I can do with them. So, delete something up. Move here. Firewood is running out. Examine. The fire dances tightly. It's starving. Your flesh can barely feel it. Am I disappointed at the fire? I'll forgive you eventually. I feel gaslighted. It was funny. What the hell, man? This game is crazy, lucky. Luckily, Wojciech has green thumb. You and Egbert would have massacred everything. True. I'm also not very good with having green thumbs. So, I do have enough onions now, I think, for an onion soup, if I want to make one. Ram, bam, ba-da-ram. Let's go up there. Bum, 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 ba, bum, bum, bum. Which junk? I would like if I hit escape, that it closes the window. A wardrobe full of women works uniform. After 70 cycles, the smell remains as does the pain. Oh, so we had a wife, I guess, or a partner. Multi and whatnot implemented yet. Fair enough. We can leave it then there. Empty. What do we have here? LMA referendum, invitation to green citizens, and something about lockpicking. So the escape button does react to something, but apparently it doesn't close stuff. Relax, there's still hope. Quite a charming approach to this so far. Weird, unique, like it. It's a radio. Hey man, would you look around like on the radio? Examine spherical map. Planet of Sinesti, the irrefutable proof that we live on a sphere. Egbert claims it's a basin. That's why Wojciech placed it in front of his room. Examine the top shelf. There's a series of invoices from 1827 cycle addressed to Manzoni's butchery, the past life of this building. Bottom shelf. Junk. Egbert locked it, of course. Reflects on your frustration. If everything belongs to everyone, then you have the right to enter his room. You're the fucking deputy condo chief. No piece of wood or flesh can shut itself in front of you. You feel an overwhelming urge to picklock this door. Only that I'm not good at it. Wojciech's workbench was flooded with brushes and summer colors. Cabin glue. Okay. So there's a different way to examine to get that glue. Wojciech's little brother. The brushstrokes were subdued, full of respect. Butchin, Wojciech's hometown. Wojciech's father. Okay, his brother, his father, his whole family. and opinion his taste. Progressist, anarchist, woke. Hard to tell. They're literally a bit of everything. Don't be afraid of culture. Left. Apologies. Library updated. Right one. Was more books to the law compendium. Tune into Good Morning Lunchtag. Change frequency. There we go. Long rolling papers. I'll take those. You stand before the source of chaos. The chimeras arises, stirs the masses, and leaves behind onion peels. Onion peels. Wait, is he eating onions like raw? Ooh. Ooh. Try to open the door, but the handle snaps off. Restroom handle. Egbert warned you to screw the storage room handle in properly. Use the MMS on the restroom handle. Oh crap. There we go. Whoa! It keeps going. Didn't expect that. The handle snaps in. There we go. Oh, 2D view. At the end of every quint, the DCB delivers rations to the people of Lundenstach. Every quint, the rations got smaller. The people were hungry. 6 ration parcels and 5 apartments left. 7 tenants to be fed. So I have 6 rations, but I have to feed 7. That screams of disaster already. It never worked. Bathtub. Egbert prefers to bathe on the roof with rainwater. Limescale and hair everywhere. How can you be the leader of all of us if you can't even manage your own bathroom? Not interaction available. But I want to take a shit. Liar. Dev's breaking the 4th wall. Speaking to the player directly. So you have the rations. So let's move over here. Pop, pop, pop. All of that. Blood is on the face. Rum, pum, 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 pum. This is back to my flats. Okay, we're down here. There's Egbert. Really digging the vibe of this so far. This is a little bit of noir style as well, in a sense. Or maybe it's the music. It could be also the thing. Maybe it's the music that it feels like it. So, there we have the library with all the inputs. Then we have the political compass. Then we have our journal. Not bad, not bad. But overall, Glasshouse looks very intriguing and promising, and gives a little bit of a fresh direction, not in your typical, you know, level up, fight this, fight that, dungeon crawler vibe, but actually more of the psychological approach, I would say. I'm myself having a great time with this. I would, of course, as always, know what do you think of it. Let me know in the comments down below. If you're watching this later on the tubes, don't forget to like, subscribe, and thanks a lot for tuning in. Ciao for now.